So we always start I/O by giving an update of our upcoming platform release. That's the foundation of everything we do. Last year with L was a major release for us in which we tackled many, many form factors. For M, we have gone back to the basics. We've really focused on polish and quality. We've literally solved thousands of bugs, and more importantly, thought through every detail to make it better.
So in M, we're bringing this approach to app permissions. We're greatly simplifying app permissions to a smaller set of easily understood things like location, camera, microphone. Second, apps will now ask you for permission the first time you try to use a feature, instead of asking during app installation time. So next up, let me highlight one of the ways that we're improving the web experience on mobile. So one of the interesting trends that we're observing on mobile today is around how web content is being consumed. So here I am in the Pinterest app. Let's tap on something interesting. Now, when I tap on a web link at the bottom, you'll notice that there's a custom transition animation into Chrome custom tabs. Now remember, this is actually the Chrome browser now running on top of your app. And the custom tab is branded the same color as Pinterest, so it feels like one experience. And you can even see that Pinterest has added a custom button to the toolbar to pin pages. And of course, the real benefit is for users. With Chrome custom tabs, you're signed into your favorite site since it uses Chrome State. And you get all of Chrome's features, such as safe passwords, auto-filling forms, Google Translate, and more. Now I'd like to talk to you about some improvements we're doing when you want to link from an app to another app. And linking is, of course, one of those fundamental principles of the web. It brings different websites together as part of a natural user experience flow. So in the M release, we're enhancing Android's intent system to provide a more powerful app linking capability. Apps can now add an auto-verify attribute to their application manifest to indicate that they want the links they claim they support to be verified by the platform. The Android platform will then make a request to the web server pointed to by the links at app installation time and look for a file containing the name and signature of the application. This enables Android to verify that the app owns the links it claims it does. So now, when I as a user tap on a verified link, let's say a Twitter link I received in an email, the Android platform will seamlessly route me to the Twitter app with no more just some big dialogue. OK. So next up, we want to give you a preview of an important initiative we're working on, which we call Android Pay. And it builds on work we did in previous Android releases, such as near-field communication, or NFC in Gingerbread, and host card emulation, which we introduced in KitKat. Android Pay is focused on simplicity, security, and choice. It's simple, because all you have to do is unlock your phone like normal, place it in front of the NFC terminal to pay, and there's no need to open any app. It's that easy. It's secure, because when you add a card for use with Android Pay, a virtual account number is created, which is then used to process your payment. Your actual card number is not shared with the store during the transaction. And you have choice. We built Android Pay as an open platform, so people will be able to choose the most convenient way to activate Android Pay, either through our app or through any supported banking app. Because it turns out that Android device makers have been including fingerprint sensors on devices since 2011. For example, with the Motorola Atrix, and most recently with devices like the Samsung Galaxy S5 and S6. So what does this mean? Well, for one, in M, you can use your fingerprint to authorize Android Pay transactions. So let's take a look at this in action. The user simply touches the fingerprint sensor, which unlocks the phone. The phone will then make a secure NFC exchange with the payment terminal. And then the payment goes through, and you get the Android Pay notification of the transaction at the top. Fast and simple. So let's talk about another big area where we've improved in M, and that's power. Now, Android has always enabled true multitasking as an open platform for developers. And people love that about Android. But in making the platform exceptionally flexible, there's a trade-off in data freshness and battery, especially if the user installs hundreds of applications. Changing Android and M to be smarter about managing power through a new feature we call DOEs. Now, many of us have bursty user patterns with our devices, especially with tablets. For example, you might leave your tablet on your coffee table or your nightstand all day, only to pick it up and use it to read a book or watch a movie in the evening. With M, Android uses significant motion detection to learn if a device has been left unattended for an extended period of time. In that case, it will exponentially back off background activity to go into a deeper sleep state. So what we're doing is we're trading off a little bit of app freshness for longer battery life. And I'm happy to say that we're seeing devices with M lasting up to 2 times longer in standby. So we've been heavily involved in creating a new USB Type-C standard. And Type-C ushers in a new way of charging that works across hardware, from cell phones to tablets to laptops and everything in between. Anything from 3 to 5 times faster. And of course, USB Type-C connectors are flippable and hence much more mobile-friendly and durable. No more grappling to find the right direction for the charging plug. So that's M. We're working incredibly hard to produce our most polished Android release to date. And the improvements don't just stop at the platform. We also have some really exciting new app developments enabled by M. For example, with Google Now, which you'll hear about a little bit later.